Hello everybody, welcome back to another video where today I'll be showing you how to find the inverse of a function. So, we have f of x equals 2x plus 7. So I'm going to show you the way I find the inverse, and then hopefully if your teacher does it differently, you can find some similarities between the two ways. So, first thing I do is I rewrite this as y equals 2x plus 7. Okay, now if you don't know why I can do this, you should watch a video on function notation. I might make a video on that later, but for now, if you don't know what this means, if you don't know why I can just make this y, go watch a video on function notation. But now we have y equals 2x plus 7. So now what I do is I swap the x and y's. So I swap their position. So we have x equals 2y. That looks like an x. 2y plus 7. Okay? And now I solve for the y. And once I do that, I have the inverse. So first thing I want to do is I want to get rid of this 7. So I'm going to write x minus 7, because I subtract the 7 on this side, so I have to do the same on this side, is equal to 2y. Alright? And then I want to isolate the y, so I divide both sides by 2. So we have y equals x minus 7 divided by 2. Okay? You could also write it like this. I think it's, yeah. You could also write it like this, but when you're just learning, your teacher's probably going to be okay with it being like this. But anyways, once you have this step, you're pretty much done. But you have to know that the language for the inverse of a function. So this is what a function. That's how you represent a function. You write f of x. But if you want to represent the inverse, you write it like this. So you have to put a -1 to the power of. Now this doesn't mean to the power of -1, but it's the notation, it's the language. So it doesn't really mean too much. All you do is once you solve for the y, you just replace the y with that. So this would be equal to then we have but yeah, so this would be your answer. And then if you wanted to, you could do the same thing with this. Just write it over here and replace the y with the function notation. But this would be your answer. So yeah.